In a move that has sparked heated debate and concern, the US State Department has decided to halt the issuance of visitor visas for individuals originating from Gaza. This decision comes amid what officials describe as a comprehensive review of how these visas are processed. A process that has already drawn scrutiny due to its implications on vulnerable populations. This announcement, made on August the 17th, 2025, reveals that even those in dire need, such as children requiring urgent medical attention, will no longer be granted entry under visitor visas while this evaluation is underway. The State Department explained in an official statement shared via X, formerly Twitter, that all visitor visas for people from Gaza have been paused. Why? To allow time for a full and thorough review of the procedures used to issue a limited number of temporary medical humanitarian visas in recent days. Now here's where things get complicated. According to publicly available statistics released by the State Department, between January 2025 and the end of May 2025, approximately 3,804 B1-B2 visas were issued to individuals holding Palestinian Authority travel documents. For clarity, B1 visas are typically designated for business-related visits, whereas B2 visas cater to tourists or those seeking medical treatment. However, it's important to note that the data does not break down exactly how many of these visas fall into each category, nor does it specify the exact purposes behind the trips. This lack of transparency only adds fuel to the fire when discussing the fairness and necessity of the suspension. And this is the part most people miss. Suspending these visas isn't just about numbers. It directly impacts real lives. Take, for example, a recent case highlighted by Heal Palestine, a non-profit organization dedicated to supporting Palestinians in need. On July 30th, 2025, they coordinated the transfer of 11 critically injured Palestinian children and their families out of Gaza and into Jordan. These young patients, suffering from devastating injuries like amputations, severe burns, and trauma-induced complications, had hoped to continue their journey to the United States for life-saving care in August. But with the new visa restrictions now in place, their futures hang precariously in the balance. As Heal Palestine poignantly notes, Gaza's healthcare system has collapsed under immense pressure, leaving countless patients without access to essential treatments. Without external help, survival becomes nearly impossible for many of these victims. So one must ask, is suspending these visas truly justified at a time when so much is at stake? ABC News reached out to the State Department for further clarification, but has yet to receive a response. Meanwhile, critics argue that pausing humanitarian-related visas could exacerbate an already dire situation. Supporters of the policy, however, insist that ensuring proper vetting processes are in place should take precedence over expediency. But here's the question worth debating. Should national security concerns outweigh humanitarian obligations when lives are on the line? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear whether you agree or disagree with this controversial decision.